Raiders. And we are underway in Foxborough. Yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play. As
we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. There's the first NFL catch for the first-rounder, Jalen Waddle. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Tua going to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On fourth down, Jones, complete. Smith has it, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To try again after the sack, Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Tua giving to Gaskin on the option. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin from 17 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's third down and 7 yards to go.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it right side of White. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one complete to Gafford. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Tua now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
3 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There he goes, left side. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Jones throw taken in by Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots! Kendrick Bourne, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half. That obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Taken from about the 12. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Play action. Jones. Flushed out right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll drop it underneath to White. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jones now on 3rd down. He'll leave this one for White. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Yeah, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. We saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. It's White. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick six, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, this is White. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Jones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Quarter of the season opener.
Throwing again. Jones. That's complete to White. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 41, Jones. And a dump off to White. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked
Picked off at the 24. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Come on, guys.
I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Tua going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And J.C. Jackson is a name that more and more NFL fans are able to identify. And last year, a terrific year to be a corner in the AFC East. Xavier Howard of Miami led the NFL with 10 picks. But J.C. Jackson of the Pats, he finished second with 9, and he just gets another one.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. It's complete. James White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Completes it to Aguilar. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Stop your body.
Throwing Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another run with Gaskin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in